All right. Yes. Please excuse my tardiness. Had some technical issues with my Wi-Fi, but I got them sorted out. And good evening, Lindsay Rules. Yes, I have fixed it, and I'm going to get into the details of that later. And the answer was absolutely ridiculous, at least to me. But we're going to start now. Here's the game, Spelljammer Pirates of Realmspace. I said it before, months ago when I started streaming. This is kind of a special game to me for all the wrong reasons now that I've experienced it for myself. well, I'm looking forward to just, finishing it up and putting it on the shelf. Probably permanently. Okay, so I'll say that I was stuck on the dwarven citadel. I could get through the fight, but on the loot screen, the game would repeatedly crash. I hope I'm not repeating myself too much for people, but I just want to, make everything clear right now. So I've gotten past that, and I have a save game. I'm going to try to do the Dwarven Citadel one more time on stream for propriety or whatever. If it doesn't work out, then we will just load that save game and continue. So this is it. I am done messing around with this thing. Let's see, is this the proper? Yes. Okay, great. I will mention one thing that besides fixing the music, we will turn off the music in a moment. You might notice the music sounds a little bit different, and we'll get into that too. Okay, the music's off here. Okay, great. One other thing I did besides fixing the game is one of the peculiarities of this game, or I should say one of the many glitches, is that they didn't really properly implement experience points for the rest of the crew, or at least they didn't. That's apparently the case. I mean, you could say maybe they did intend it for this to be completely ridiculous for the crew members to be able to level up. I had gained very little experience points for my crew. The captain is just fine. The character that you create in the game, he's just fine. He's leveled up to level 9 at this point, and I'm still like fairly early in the game. The crew members didn't really level up at all, and they were still at level 5. So I used a hex editor on the save game, and I leveled them up. I thought it was fair. Seemed fair to me to level them up to one level below my captain's level. So I leveled them all up to level 8. And we can get into that, how I did that as well. I'm not really an expert in such matters, but I muddled my way through to doing this. Yeah, so with that in mind, I'll just go ahead and get this fight started. I'm going to turn on the timer. And actually, I'll turn on a proper soundtrack in a moment, but what? Oh, I see. I'm in the wrong save game. So yes, this is the. That was actually after winning the battle. There we go. Now we start. So I've turned off the music, but let's just turn it on for just a bit, just to remind ourselves. Oh, this is not the right music for combat. That's funny. Maybe it will fix itself. I got my strategy for the dwarven citadel fight all down at this point, because I've done this fight like, oh my goodness, I don't know, maybe 10 times. The dwarven citadel, it's necessary for advancing in the plot of the game. This is way too loud, isn't it? I'm gonna turn this off. One thing I discovered though is that when you turn off the music, it kind of insists on finishing its cycle before it actually turns off. It's kind of funny. It should shut off in a minute or so. Oh, not enough for movement. There we go. What was I saying? Yeah, I've got this fight pretty well down. It's always been a mix of skeletons, zombies, revenants, and one lich. Let me turn on some tunes. So I also like share some things that I've discovered. And one of those things is I know now how to change weapons. So my thief here has a short sword. We really don't want the thief to get too close into combat, so what you need to do is you go to view, which is a handy like command for just seeing the lay of the land, so to speak. You target character viewing, and then you can just go into items and you can unready the short sword and ready, say, the sling. So now the thief can actually attack the skeletons, I guess. He missed. The crew is actually very useful when you can get them to actually do something. Because, like, the crew and some enemies, actually many enemies, I think it's fair to say, come in like these groups. Like you can see here that this is a group of 5. You can see in the lower left corner. Unfortunately, the AI is not very bright, so they're not super useful in this particular fight. Here's another thing I've learned about Spelljammer. That is, turning is busted. Turning is completely busted. So what a cleric turning is supposed to do is, it's a roll, of course. It's chance. A higher level cleric is going to have a better chance at turning, and if the more powerful the undead is, there's going to be less of a chance to turn. And turning is supposed to make them flee from you. Now, in this particular fight, the clerics can only turn the zombies and skeletons. The other 2 undead are too powerful. When my clerics were level 5, what they would do is they would they would turn skeletons and zombies, and they would automatically succeed. But they wouldn't flee. They would just sort of be paralyzed, which was great, actually. It was just fantastic. I had my clerics turn the zombies and skeletons. They would be immobilized, and then my warriors could just hack them up. Now, my clerics are level 8, however, now they, quote-unquote, destroy the undead. But they don't actually destroy the undead. Now, that's like lore accurate, that undead should be destroyed by, like, lesser undead like skeletons and zombies should be completely destroyed by a higher level cleric. That's not what happens in this, and you'll see what happens. I've quote-unquote destroyed those zombies, and now we'll see what happens. They're back. They come back the next round. So my clerics have actually become less effective at turning by leveling up. That's okay, because they get better in all sorts of other ways. More spells. Primarily, that's probably the primary benefit. This guy's gonna... So this is another thing I've learned in Spelljammer. And this guy's gonna hang back. And I'll explain what I've learned. So, I noticed early on that one of my clerics had no spells in combat, and I didn't know why. It was very, very mysterious to me and very aggravating. I didn't know why until now, or until, very recently. What has happened is that let me cast a prayer. That's a good buff. What has happened is your helmsman. So you assign these different roles. Oh shoot! I blocked my fighter. Oh, actually, no, I haven't. I can go like this. So you have these different roles, and I'm not sure how much some of them actually matter, but the helmsman is actually considered. And what the helmsman is how the spelljammers move within lore, is that there's these magical items called helms that allow the spelljammers to fly through, the sky and through space. But the helms need a helmsman, and the helmsman has to be a spellcaster. So when a spellcaster is operating the helm, all of their magic goes into operating the helm, so they have no spells. Which I wish you could just that's kind of annoying, but whatever. It would just be nice if, you could just tell that particular crew member to just hang back at the ship, so I don't have to bother with them. I purposefully switched the helmsman from one of my clerics to one of my mages, because I thought having 2 clerics would be more useful than 4 mages. I could be wrong about that. We'll see. Let's see, did I find anything else out about this? No. But I'll repeat one thing that I learned in earlier sessions, which is, well, actually, I'll just save it. It's concerning doorways. I'll just say that. It's going to come up in this fight. It always does, but it's a good thing. It's something that you can use to your advantage. Alright, let's finish these up. What are you doing missing? Don't miss. Ooh. These messages are kind of odd. They said one of the zombies are injured, but the zombies are gone. They're all killed. This fight takes a little while, unfortunately. Okay, fight's over. Wait, is that... What is that? Is that an enemy? I don't even know. There's something in the doorway. It might be a crew? A squad of crewmen? Not sure. Guess I'll just... Oh, it's skeletons. Well, we'll want to take care of those. Did you check my notes? Seeing if I was forgetting anything. Well, the enemy's sitting in doorways a lot this time around. I'm kind of impressed in one way with this game, in that, like I've said, I've done this fight several times, but it seems to play out a little bit differently, or even a lot differently every time. These skeletons are a problem. Oh, I can't, like, check on the health of my other party member? Maybe I can. No, wait, was I attacking? Oh, okay, good. Ranger, I need better armor for. He's always getting hit a lot. But now I've got 2 spellcasting clerics, I can fix that situation. What are you doing? You just passed a bunch of skeletons. Those crewmen are going to get themselves killed. I actually don't usually loot a lot of crewmen in this fight, because they're mostly too stupid to actually get anywhere useful. You might have guessed that the mage I have hanging back is the helmsman, and doesn't have like any magic. Basically useless in a fight. The thief tried. He tried. Come on, there's skeletons right there. Fight them. What do we got here? Okay. Go get him. I'm going to enhance my mages slightly. Fortunately, the Lich is pretty stupid too. My strategy in this fight is just to kind of have my, well, previously my clerics would get involved. Now they're just kind of buffing and healing. I have the fighters deal with the zombies, skeletons, and then when I get to the point where I'm actually attacking them. See, this is the thing about doorways. It kind of impairs things. But yeah, so then when I get to the Revenants and the Lich, oh my goodness, did the crew actually go down the hatch? I've never seen that happen before. That's amazing. Yeah, I have my the more powerful enemies, Lich and the Revenants. I just have my mages come blast them. And the warriors can still do some good because they've got magic weapons. And actually, I often have them kill a Revenant or two. Oh, I can't even go down the hatch now, can I? Because that crew member is in the way. Let me see. Oh, okay. I can actually pass them here. And it seems to be just one skeleton. I think they're fine to deal with that on their own. Should I go get the Lich? The Lich is usually pretty stupid, but if you let him kind of harness his power, then it's a real problem. Okay, I hit him. That's good. Oh. I'm curious to see if that crew member is actually going to go through one of these doors. That'll be a first. I see that. I want to get my mages in there right away. If you can kind of hold down the Lich, or enemy spellcasters generally, in these early D&D, and this is this is AD&D 2nd edition, I should say. If you can manage to Well, a rule about AD&D is that if a spellcaster is damaged, then they can't cast a spell that round. So if you can just sort of get in there and start causing damage to the Lich, you can't do anything. It's just kind of stuck. And now the Lich is dead. So we should start seeing what's what. So we've got some skeletons in this room. The cleric is not going to deal with that. Let's check this room. Okay, one skeleton. And that's it? Okay. Okay, here we go. Here's the door. So, you saw earlier, I couldn't do anything to those zombies that were in the doorway. Well, the same holds true the other way around, except you can attack from a doorway. I don't know if the enemies could. I didn't get close to the doorway to let the zombies have a shot, but if you're in a doorway, the enemies can't attack you. So that's something that's very exploitable. I should go after these. Oh, I can't. Where do we go? This way. I don't know. Maybe nothing. Of course, the crew members were looking to get through the door. That there's nothing there. What do we got here? That's a revenant. Are trouble if you let them be. But he's just kind of standing there, so why not lightning bolt him? Wow, that was a pretty weak lightning bolt, actually. This door? Oh wait, you know what? I should be backing up the. All the fighters should. That does me no good. I'm out of movement. They should all pile into that room and take out those skeletons that were in there. Let's see how much I hurt him by. Not much. Well, you know what? I've got another lightning bolt. You gotta be careful with lightning bolts, because they will bounce back in your face. That was a nice long corridor that I could work with there. Alright. Well, just stay in that doorway for now. And I've had so many experiences where these clerics just could not bust through a door to save their life. That's yet another, I guess I should say yet another annoying aspect of this game is that these corridors can be very narrow. And when the doors are glitched such that they do not stay open when they're smashed open, they just kind of swing back into a closed position. Lock themselves again. And then you'll have a character like, kind of like both of my clerics, in my experience, where they'll be at the head of a column, right, of your other crew members, and then they will just keep bouncing off the door ahead in front of them, like again and again and again and again. They'll just hold everything up. I don't need to bestow any curses. Let's just burn him. I wonder if they're resistant to lightning bolts. Because those lightning bolt, that burning hands did much better than either lightning bolt did. Oh wait, is there still zombies upstairs? I'll have to send some people to go deal with that. Right, a fire. Wait a second. Oh no! Oh. I forget that if you go into the cast menu, the cast spell menu, and then back out, you lose your turn. Got some skeletons in there. Skeletons. Nothing in there. Okay. Uh-oh. Miss? It's supposed to miss. Oh jeez, those skeletons did a lot of damage. Oh, great. Alright. I'll run away. Safe in the doorway. What do you got left, Revenant? This acid arrow, I think, should finish him off. Yep, there we go. Run away, thief. Run away. Not getting paid enough for that. Okay. The captain's gonna deal with those skeletons. Or not. Enough movement. Alright, then we see what else is down this way. It's a very long corridor here. Oh my goodness. And my mage is kind of a little messed up. With those zombies. Let's see, where was that mage that got Or was he down this way? Ah. I'm doing a poor job with my mages this time around. That's okay. It's everything's fine as long as no one dies. As long as no one dies, I'm all good. Okay, how can I take advantage of this situation? Wonder if I can hit here. Hang it. Clark will try to go help the mage. Alright, this time I'll get these skeletons. Ooh. I was thinking about using a lightning bolt, but maybe that's not a good idea. I'll acid arrow him. I'm only gonna do one. Let's see who's through here. Alright, I got them this time. Yeah, do this. Lightning bolt. Boom, skeleton's dead. Shoot. Is that one mage through that door that the stupid crew is in the way of? What do we got here? Lightning bolt would destroy them, but it might bounce back in my face. Oh, I know. Oh, actually, I don't. Oh, but I can. Okay. This should work, I think. This should hopefully not bounce back in my face. Nice. A little more healing. Huh. I don't know how many. Okay. This guy doesn't have a whole lot of spells. Ah. Finish him. Okay, I'm not really sure where I need. Not sure where I need people. I probably should have been keeping track of things better. Where people were going. I had a lightning bolt. I wonder if I can hit. Oh, I even lost the spell, didn't I? Yeah. I'm gonna lose the spell. That stinks. I'm gonna need someone else to come join that mage. I'm not sure, not 100% certain which direction, which door he took. Okay, this way is clear at least. This way? Maybe? Oh yeah, this is the way. Okay. I'm not sure I should have this guy do anything at this point. I don't think he's got enough spells to take down that revenant. We can do some defense. Oh wow, the door's still open. That's amazing. Like almost never happens. See, now it's shut again. I don't know what is like influencing that. Down the long corridor into this fight. Get out of the way. My captain is all just hemmed in. some crew members that won't leave. And this has never happened before because I've never had crew members go to this different floor before, ever. No big deal though. I've got things under control. For a change. It's already done. That's good. Oh, this part I hate. Look at all these locked doors. It's just wow. Okay. Let me deal with this skeleton. There's just locked door after locked door, and that's what I was talking about with the clerics that can't get through. I mean, it's not just the clerics, but the clerics seem... It just felt like the clerics bounced off the door a whole lot, even more than the mages. Going through that particular sequence of rooms. And, you know, everything would just get completely held up. You'd have the guy in the lead get stuck, like not be able to manage to get through the door, and just grinds everything to an absolute halt. I'm gonna get the fight and the paladin in there instead. So they can take attacks better than the ranger, especially the paladin. He's got a negative armor class. Actually, I guess I should get in there. Let the fighter get to the side there. Or I could bring in a wizard, actually. Or not a wizard, a mage. A mage. Bring in a mage to blast the revenant a little bit. Not this guy though, he doesn't have many spells. But let's see here. I'll let that mage forward. The revenants are a pain because they seem to regenerate. I'm very fortunate to have this mage actually get through the doors and not hold things up. There we go. Revenant's gone. Just got a few enemies left. And here's one of them. Let's see. Okay. The skeleton is somewhere else. Okay, I gotta go look around then. I gotta go look around where that last skeleton is. Let's check these. Actually, might be down this way. I neglected to check the rest of the first floor. I usually do that. The default scout. Ranger back to the central area. Have my clerics check these rooms. I'm sure I've already done, but I just don't quite recall. One's player. Mage will blast. Injured. Now I remember this door. There's nothing that way. Okay, this is finished. Oh, get out of the way. Dang. Okay. Oh, you know what? I think I know where they are. I think they're up here. I usually clear this floor out thoroughly, but I wasn't really thinking. I could be wrong. Right. And so it begins. I checked these rooms already. I feel like I may have. Or maybe I've just done this fight so many times that it all blurs together. No, I think it's the upper floor. There's one. I don't think that's the only enemy. It's the left. I could kill the crew, actually. That's another tip for Spelljammer. If you feel like you have too much crew, then just get into a fight and start firing lightning bolts and fireballs at them. Look at this mage go, just smashing through door after door. Oops. I checked all this, right? Yeah. Maybe I'll look over this way. This is where all the crew is stacked up. Or half the crew, at least. I guess the thief is done. Thief is done looking around. Huh. Okay. Maybe those skeletons are the last. I hope so. I thought there was one more, but I guess... I hope I'm wrong. Oh, had a movement. That cleric cannot get through a door. There, finally. But yeah, no, that's, yeah, I've already been there. I think these skeletons are the last. Okay, at this point, the ranger needs to get out of the way. He wants some help in killing these skeletons. Hmm. Skeletons suddenly got a lot of attacks. What the heck? Why do they keep getting to attack? No, it's fine. They're not gonna win. That was a weak. That was a weak heal. Very weak heal. Oh, come on. Now the paladin can't get through a door. Alright, time for mage power. Oh, magic missile. Finish this fight. Okay, fight is won. Moment of truth. Loot. Hallelujah. Found the scepter. Okay, now we're gonna save. To after all of our trials and tribulations. Okay, so I'm not sure. I suppose we would go back to Clive the Fearsome. Let's remind ourselves of some things. I actually have like just a normal job, looks like. Member of the City Watch asks you to take a group of unruly lizard men home. He indicates that they are becoming a nuisance and adds that if you will take them to Hista on Colliar, he will pay you plenty. Why the lizard men cannot be controlled by the locals is not explained, but he says that if you accept the job, the passengers will be delivered to your ship just before launch. You will be paid 7,850 gold pieces upon completion of this mission at Hista on Colliar, and these lizard men have been through a lot. Journeying with us. Let's see. And I still need to find some large shields to so I can take cargo missions again. I have no cargo right now, and I should just sell this stuff. All right. Well, with that in mind, time to be away. Navigate to, I believe it was Garden? Was it Garden? Is that where Clive was? I don't even remember anything anymore. I think it was Garden. Guess it wouldn't hurt, regardless. I gotta get away from the dwarven citadel. There we go. I encountered another ship. Let's try hailing. Let's talk. Clerics make better helmsmen in combat because they have better combat training. Okay. Tell me more. Hello. How's the kids? That's all I know. Alright. So long. They've got the same ship that I've got. We'll finally get to see what comes next in this game. I wonder how much money I've got. I have enough for the taxes. Okay. Yeah, that should cover it. And close. Okay. It's mayor. Oh my god. Wow, those taxes are killer. If this is not the right place to go, then I am reloading. I'll take care of that. Okay, great. Excellent. I see you managed to find the item. You will soon be provided with an opportunity to test it. One of my ships destroyed a Neogi mine spider recently. According to the captain's log, it was bound for an important rendezvous with another Neogi vessel. I would like for you to disguise yourself as a Neogi and make the meeting. Here's a chart for your navigator that shows the rendezvous point. Good luck. Okay. Are you gonna maybe give me some money? I could really use some money. Oof. Alright, let's see what else we got around here. I suppose I couldn't get a new job. No, I don't want to cancel my job. Okay, I think I'm good on crew, yep. Quite good on crew. And quite good on repairs. Okay, don't need anything there. Let's see here. Do you have any large shields? No. Would you like to give me some... Whoa! Oh my goodness, that silk is... No wonder they charge me so much in taxes. I am selling that. Just... How much money do I got now? Oh, hell yes. Oh, yes, I'm rich. Oh my goodness, that's awesome. Alright. So, you didn't have any large shield, right? Okay. Just wanted to check that, because I'd really like to get that cleared up so I can start shipping cargo again. Let's see. Let's see what was that? Bill's battered weapons? Got anything of interest to me? No, no. Cutlass +2. I think I could do better than that. All those supplies? What's he got? No. No interest. Okay. Yeah, alright, that's great. Got a bunch of money, I'm back on the track of the plot. Excellent. Oh wow, my crew is demanding a lot. That's fine. I'm pretty rich. Pretty rich now. I'm gonna have another save. On track. Probably should clean up some of my save games later. Well, let's see. Let's see. Oops. Where is this? Aha. Oh, is that where I am? What is this? Dwarven Citadel. Okay. Neogi meeting. Okay, well, I guess we can try it. I don't know how ready we are for it, but we can try. What kind of ship is this? Are we at our meeting? I think that might be a Neogi ship. A gnome ship last took off by exploding. Fun to watch. Tell me more. That's all I know. That's a Neogi ship. We just had a friendly interaction, but I don't think that was the no, that wasn't the one I was supposed to meet. That's funny. Maybe I'm already disguised. Only thing is I probably could try to board that ship now. Nah. I don't think I even want a Neogi ship. Maybe I should. Neogi ships, if you board them, I'm thinking they're pretty bad news. The Neogis are pretty powerful on their own, but they also have Umber Hulks as pets. Umber Hulks. If you're not familiar with Umber Hulks, just Google it. They are just these massive monsters. Oh, here we are. Okay. Lookout calls down. They've pushed something out of the back, Captain. It looks like a chest. You pull the chest aboard your ship. You open it and find a scroll inside. The wax seal on the scroll bears a sigil of a spider with a crown over it. You see that the scroll contains orders from the Neogi High Commander. He says that you are to rendezvous with Master Akal's vessel, the Cleaver, near Nadia. The two of you will participate in a joint raid in an attempt to capture Umber Hulk slaves. He finishes the letter by stating that the price for failure would be dear. Okay. Is the ship just gone now? Alright. Here in Nadia, okay. I guess we'll save again. Wait, it's stuck on me being me saving after with the name after still. I have to be mindful that I'm saving and loading the games that I mean to. Okay, let's navigate. We want the inner planets. Although it would be nice to get to Koliar to do that job. And Anadi is right there, so it's kind of on the way. I'm going to do that. I'm going to stop by Koliar. Okay, starboard bow. Where are they? Oh, I think that's a nautiloid. I wonder if we can talk to them. Hello, mind flayers. Let's talk. Farewell, I have nothing to say. Well, they said farewell. That's nice of them. Farewell, I belong in another game now. A much more high-profile game. Zoom right past the sun. Ludicrous speed! Go! I see something in the distance. Alright. Got my air replenished. So it should be at Hissa. Alright. Yeah. I'll pay my taxes. No audience with the governor. Alright, let's see here. You guys have any large shields? No. Alright. How much do you pay for sat? Man, no one wants sat. Alright. GM services? What do you got? You got a mine spider for sale. That's funny. I'll have to remember that this place sells ship weaponry. It's armory, okay. What do you have for me, Lizard Man? Nothing of much interest. I don't think I need any of this. No. Alright. It's for rumors. Never trust a Nyogi. After you know it, they'll be having ye over for dinner. Or before you know it. Or about work. Representative of the local government approaches you with a strange and sinister tale. It seems that a few months ago, a group of adventurers exploring a cave stumbled upon a long-lost Spelljammer ship that was in near-mint condition. Unknown to them, what had preserved it all this time was the spirit of a powerful undead creature. When they climbed aboard the ship, the undead spirit possessed their mind and turned them into undead. Now this ghost ship is taken to the skies again, manned by its undead crew, and destroys every ship it runs into. If you can destroy this menace to space travelers, you will be given 22... That's it? 2,200? 2,200 to deal with a ship full of undead when I was paid like nearly 8,000 just to ferry some unruly lizardmen home. Like I was getting better paid as a space Uber than I would be to be an undead exterminator. Like really? I don't think this is a good deal. No, I'm not going to accept that job. Is it just going to be the same thing? Yeah. Oh, they offer me more. 6,000. You know what? No. No. Alright, what's at the general store? Nothing of interest. Potions of healing. I don't think I really need them, though. Okay. I guess I'm done with his stuff. That was valuable, making some money. I would like to... Nah, you know what? Nah. I was gonna say I would like to visit the other port on Poliar, but I'm going to do the story mission here. Am I on course here? This is supposed to be a quick trip. I am not on course. There it is. So was I supposed to find that Nyogi ship around Nadia or at Nadia? So I will save. I will save in. Let's see. Well, I don't think I was supposed to dock. If they have a good job, maybe this would be worth it. Nyogi's ship has been preying on Anadian shipping for several months. The government of Anadia has found that trade with their planet has become seriously affected and want the players to get rid of the ship so that merchants won't be scared to go there anymore. They are offering 8,850 gold pieces for the destruction of the ship, payable with proof of the kill. You will be paid 8,850 gold pieces upon completion of this mission at Umberguard on Anadia. And the funny thing is this would seem to like coincide with the story mission really nicely, but it's just a coincidence, I'm sure. You probably have to destroy that ship and do whatever with the plot ship. No large shields. Oh my goodness. You're on the wrong planet, buddy. I sure am. And they're paying marginally better for Satin here. Anything of interest in these shops? Book +2. Really want to get some of those. The thing is, I don't know if I want to keep this save. Let's see. I paid a bunch of taxes, and now I have a mission to destroy a. I'm just gonna reload that. Whoops. See, that's the thing. See, even when you select something, you have to make sure it says it down here in file. Otherwise, it's not going to do what you want. All right, so we just need to jump around. I kind of learned that if you have a mission where you're told to, you know, find a pirate, for instance, around some planet, then you want to just sort of like jump, do random Spelljam jumps around that location. I don't know if that's accurate. That's what I heard. So let's see the planet there. Zip around the planet. Maybe I had a point of it. Oh, I do have a point of interest. Whoops. Okay. That is what I was supposed to be doing. I think the navigation gets a little confused. Oops. A little confused around the sun, because you're supposed to, I mean, you need to avoid the sun, obviously. The sort of pathfinding gets a little broken there as a result of trying to avoid the sun. You know, this is actually one of my... Okay, here we are. This is kind of one of my complaints about this game, though, is that Port Stern. There it is. Is it this is not even a glitch. I think this is how it's intended, but they just have this seemingly arbitrary need to have you spend, you know, some certain amount of time traveling. Oh my. But yeah, it just seems so needless. It's like, just get me to my destination, or, you know, if something has intercepted me, fine, but just get to the destination. It's all this sitting in the you know, at the screen, staring at the stars zip by. It's just so very tedious. Anyways, here we are. Here we finally see the Nyogi. Ugh. Very ugly. Anyways, well, Captain, it seems you have me at the disadvantage. Knowing your race as I do, I know I can't expect mercy. But I do have something of value to offer you. I will tell you the location of our base ship in exchange for letting me and my ship go. A wise decision. Oh, I've the game's made my decision for me, huh? Okay. The plans of those others are as nothing to me, and I was against banding together from the start. Here is a chart. Shows the base's current location. You had best hurry, though. They don't usually stay in one place for long. Is that like the end of the game? I mean, that's... I don't know. Maybe not. Alright. Wait, he really threw his I was gonna say friends, I guess not friends, but like his people. He threw his people straight under the bus, just like in the blink of an eye. Tell you what, I am gonna take. Oh, actually, let me save first. Let me save my on track. Save. Okay. Let me save, and I'm gonna take a little break, a little short break. And when I get back, maybe we'll talk about how I fixed the game. Until then, yeah, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. And you know what? Like I said, I think I will do a pretty brief talk about how I finally come to my solution here that allowed me to continue. Because I know from personal experience, there's not a lot of information about this game. It's a glitchy mess under the absolute idealist of circumstances. But I know, there's people like me who want to play this and who want to get through it. So here's the story. All right. So after I put this game on hiatus, I was kind of on a hiatus myself for a while. I was very busy. I went on vacation the end of June, and then I had some family stuff to deal with for the better part of July. So I was kind of out of it. But as soon as I got back and I was back to streaming, I was playing Postmortem. I knew that wouldn't last forever. So when I was coming up on, the end of Postmortem, I knew I need something to play afterwards. So was it going to be new, or was I going to try and, get back to Spelljammer? So about a couple weeks ago, 2-3 weeks ago, I was like, okay, I need to put a last push in on this. If I'm ever going to finish Spelljammer, I need to deep dive this as much as I can. And so I just set at it. But if you do a web search on this game, well, I mean, first, for starters, you can't just put Spelljammer in because, Spelljammer is a whole big setting, and Wizards of the Coast just recently put out, I think maybe they're still working on it. I don't know. I don't really follow Wizards of the Coast's work too much anymore, but I know, there's something either in the works or just recently put out. So if you just search for Spelljammer, that's all you're going to see. You're going to see that, or you're going to see... sorry, let me skip this one. That particular song just is a little loud. I need to get around to fixing that sometime. But anyway, so... yeah, you're going to find that. You're going to find the recent stuff, or you're going to find stuff about the tabletop game, like the setting from like the 90s. All of that's much more popular than this game, and for good reason. So you have to put in the entire title, Spelljammer, Pirates of Realmspace, or maybe just Pirates of Realmspace. I don't know. I searched the whole title, and most of the results, like the the lion's share of the results were just kind of like websites that were just kind of just having a big list, a comprehensive list of video games, right? And they usually just have some short description. Maybe there'd be a little bit about the reception, about how it's not exactly the best game, whatever. So there's like tons of results like that, and they're not very helpful. But last week, I think it was, I finally came across a new result, and it was, I'm going to give a little shout out. I don't know if he's on Twitch. Actually, I don't even know if it's a he, but someone with a blog called the CRPG Addict, who apparently plays a lot of CRPGs, which is cool. I respect that. I found their blog post on this game, Spelljammer Pirates of Realmspace, and it was from like 2021. So I was like, maybe don't quote me on that. It was recent. It was like within the last few years. So I was like, okay, great. Let's take a nice, hard, long look at this, because this guy probably dealt with the same issues that I'm dealing with. So let me just look through it. So in his comment, he does experience the same problems, right? Crashes, glitches. So I'm looking through the comments, seeing, what does the community have to offer? Because he apparently is a good following. Maybe I'm the only person who wasn't familiar with the CRPG Addict beforehand. But anyways, that wouldn't be an isolated incident. I'm very out of the loop very frequently. But anyways, that's not relevant right now. So he's got a lot of comments on his posts concerning this, and I see he's got I think 3 blog posts about this. So he was encountering issues, and then he was dealing with the issues, and he was getting through the issues because he did finish the game. And I was looking at the comments, looking at what people had to offer as regards this particular problem I've been having, which is crashing during the looting of the Dwarven Citadel, which, there's no getting around the Dwarven Citadel. That's a story mission. You have to do it. And so that what that led me to was Duke Donut's playthrough, which I was a little surprised by, because I had seen Duke Donut's playthrough before. Or so I thought. So I had seen Duke Donut's Part 1 and Part 2. And Part 1 was him as experiencing crashes. Duke Donuts is a Twitch streamer, by the way, if you're not familiar with him. Part 1, he was experiencing crashes, and then Part 2, he progresses in the game, and he just kind of says at the beginning of Part 2, I fixed my problems. And I was like, okay, so this is not helpful. What I somehow missed was he had a Part 1.5 where he was dealing with his problems. This discovery was, wonderful for me. I was like, this is fantastic. Finally I get to see his process, what he discovered, what he did to fix these issues. So I sat down to watch through very thoroughly Part 1.5, and when I was finished, I was actually quite disappointed. But let me explain. So let me just explain what issues were brought up by Duke Donuts and by the CRPG Addicts comment section. And then I'll tell you what I actually got as a solution. So here are some issues that were brought up between those two sources. One, disable the sound. And that's, I had discovered that already, right? Because disabling the sound in-game, just setting the preferences, which actually we can just really quickly go take a look here. Right here, you know? Music on, music off, sound effects on, sound effects off. We can just turn off, and we've already turned off the music, we can turn off the sound effects as well. And that's what I did in the boarding combat. And that allowed me to actually complete a combat, because you know before doing that I would crash just during combat. I wouldn't even get to the loot, like the end screen with the loot option. So you know that's helpful. That is a helpful tip, but it didn't help my specific problem. The second issue brought up was that if you set spellcasters during a boarding combat, if you set your spellcasters to quick action, or otherwise, you know, in other words, auto, like the AI takes control. If you set your spellcasters to that, they will go through their spells, and then they will keep attempting to cast spells, even though they don't have any spells. And that, I'm not sure what exactly that does. Maybe it crashes. See, I don't know really what that does, because I didn't set any of my characters to quick action. So this definitely, I wouldn't be a bit surprised if this is a real issue and this causes real problems, because I mean, this is Spelljammer here. So a problem like that wouldn't surprise me one bit. But like I said, I didn't set any of my characters to quick combat, so it didn't apply to me. The next one, which Duke Donuts focused on, was a glitch with spellcasters again. I'm not sure what causes this glitch, but there will somehow something will happen that will cause your spellcasters to sometimes have 255 of a certain spell. So it's kind of like it kind of I forget the term, but it's like it went to 0, but then it went to -1, which actually is then represented by 255, because I guess number of spells is represented by let's see here. Let's see. Oh, 8 bits. An 8-bit variable, which I guess would just be a byte, right? Anyways, so this is what Duke focused on. And, you know, I've seen this glitch before, but I also knew, I mean, I looked at my spellcasters, and they weren't experiencing this issue when I was going through the Dwarven Citadel. I have seen this problem before. I like I said, I don't know what triggers it. But I felt like that wasn't my issue. None of my spellcasters were experiencing that. So like I said, I was very disappointed. I was frustrated. I was like, none of this seems to apply to me. And I went through the 1.5 video again very carefully when I noticed something. So what I noticed was Duke did something. It wasn't part of his sort of debugging process here. He was just doing something to show another aspect of the game. I don't think he realized at the time that this would fix issues. I'm not sure if he realizes to this day. I mean, he played this game years ago. I don't know if he realizes that this is the actual fix for this. But what he did was, let me show you. This is DOSBox. This is my actually get to this. Okay, this is my installation of Spelljammer in DOSBox, and here's the directory. And so what he did is he went into, I think it was sound. Yes, sound. So, like I said, this is the most ridiculous glitch of all time. So, by default, for me at least, by default, sound card was set to Sound Blaster Pro 2. What Duke was showing was LAPC music. And his comment was that he didn't feel like they did a good job at it, and that the Dark Sun developers did do a good job with LAPC music, but he set the game to LAPC music, and so did I. And wouldn't you know it, that was the fix. Changing the sound card from Sound Blaster Pro 2 to LAPC music Sound Blaster Pro sound effects. That's it. Isn't that the most ridiculous thing you've ever heard? So that's what fixed my problem. Yeah, maybe I'll very briefly also talk about what did I do to level up my characters. Okay, that was pretty easy. I'm not claiming to be very sophisticated at these sorts of things. I don't do it often. So you could probably find a better source for this in other corners of the internet. But what I did was I found a hex editor. Let me find the name of it, if I can. One moment. It was... I've got it right here, but I just want to make sure that this is the right one. Yes, it's called XVI 32, and it's pretty straightforward. So let me I'll bring it up here. Switch this to, yeah. So this is what it looks like. What you want to open is a PTY, a .pty. You want to go to your Spelljammer folder, your installation. If it was like I'm working off of GOG, I imagine Steam's very similar. So you'll have your Spelljammer main directory, then game, and Spelljam, which is like the actual like DOS installation there, and you'll have however many saves you have, they'll each have a PTY file. So let's take a look at that. Let's see what I want to... We'll do this one. Okay. So when I first looked at this, I was like, I don't know what any of this means. But fortunately, I don't know what exactly does this. I guess some like English characters, or English. I mean, I guess it would be Latin characters. What, you know what I mean? Are known. The hexadecimal values for them are known. So I could see the names of my captain, of crew members. So I knew this was the right place to look. And I could also see, actually, if you want to cheat a little bit, you can actually find your attribute values. I think this is the attributes right here. I didn't do that. I didn't want to cheat. I felt like just giving my crew members the experience that they ought to have wasn't cheating. So what I did was I went into the game and I found the experience value for just not the captain. I wasn't changing the captain's experience. The first crew member, which in my case is Rendell, I found their experience value in the game, which would be a decimal value. So say it's like 25,000, right? Then I went online and I found a value, not a value, I found online a converter. So I just do a search for decimal to hex. This first search value is exactly one I use. So I put in, 25,000, say. So what you get there in hexadecimal, 25,000 is 6188. And then I was looking around for those values, and I knew, everything in hex is 2 digits. It's FF. It's between 00 and FF. But you don't know what that means in hexadecimal. Well, it's basically, hexadecimal means instead of going to 10, it goes to 16. So an F, so basically they replaced 10 through 15 with letters. So a 10 would be an A, or vice versa. An A would be a 10, an F would be a 15. And then when you've got FF here, it's like, I guess it would be like, would it be 15 times 15? Let me think here. Which would be 225. No, that's not right. Because this should be 255, so I guess it'd be 15 times... I don't know. Look it up. You want... I haven't taken a math course in decades. So if you're that curious, just look it up. But suffice to say, I was looking around, in the hypothetical that your crew member's XP was 25,000, or in other words, 6188. I looked around for 6188 in here, and I didn't find that, but I do find A861. Okay, so that's how they do it. They kind of do it backwards, which is really convenient, actually, because what you really want to do is, it's going to be, I discovered the value for the crew member's experience. It's above their name. It's like, see, here's the captain. Imagine this is like, this would apply for all. So here's the captain, and down at the bottom, you can see the first crew member, Grendel. So it's, from my memory, it's like something, it's like in this, like on one of these lines. I guess I could, but I could find it. Now I think about it. Let me do that. Let me look up. So Grendel actually has 172,720. Let me convert that. 172,720. So that is 2A2B0. So you're actually looking for B0A202. Let me get back to XVI. What was that again? B0A2 is basically what I'm looking for, is B0A2. And oh, that's right. This is not my current. This is not my current save. I'll load that up. This was the previous save. Ah, see, here we are, right here, B0A202. So you actually might notice there are two of these. I only do the first one. So what you want to do is, don't worry about an exact value. You just, for level 5, it's going to be just like two hexadecimal values and then a 0. So basically, just like put like something here. Maybe put a 1 or a 2 or a 3. This is not setting your level, right? This is just setting your experience value. So your characters are not going to actually level up at this point. And they can only level up because of AD&D rules. They can only level up by one level, no matter how much experience points they have. So they'll actually like lose experience points if they level up with like say you have a level 5 character and you just give them like 1,000,000 experience points. It's not going to matter. Their experience points are going to go down to like 50,000 or something, because that's just how AD&D is. You can't level up by more than one. So yeah, just like put some value here. You can see I'm at level 8, and it's just a 2 here. So if you just like say I wanted to level up, I could just put like maybe a 3 or a 4 here, and that'd probably be enough to level them up. And what you need to do is, when you do this for all of your crew members, which you'd want to do just for efficiency's sake, and then you go into the game. Once again, let me skip past the. Is this being loud again? I guess it's not that loud. It's kind of loud in my ears. So I'm gonna skip past it. I do like that song, but it's just a little. It's not balanced with the other ones. So you'd want to do all of your crew members, and then you go into the game. You go to the nearest dock, and that's where characters level up in the game. They level up at dock. That's true of your captain. That's true of your crew. So if you just set some value, value large enough to level up for all your crew members, then they will all level up by 1, and then you have to do it again for however many levels you want to do. So yeah, that's how you do it. And you can also, like I said, you can definitely find their attributes, their strength, intelligence, dexterity, etc. if you want to cheat. And I don't know what other stuff. I mean, always proceed with caution. Back up your file before you change anything, and actually, you can't just punch it in by the keyboard. By the way, if you wanted to change something, you have to go edit, override string, and then you just do that. I mean, this is like. I'm sure there's a lot of people who are more tech savvy that could tell you exactly how to do this in the most efficient manner possible. This is what I did though, and it worked. So So yeah, we'll just close that now though. Yeah. So I hope that's helpful. And yeah, I guess that's about it. About technical issues. So let's pause the music and get back to the game. It's kind of late. I don't want to play too much more, but I figure, And we could just do some like exploration at this point. I would like to find. I would like to find that. Oh, that's right. We don't have music for the game, so we'll keep the music on. We want to find those large shields. That's one thing we want to do. We're gonna get a nice, easy, well-paying mission. And I would like to like explore some of these other planets out there. Let's see. So here's what might be the end of the game. I'm not sure. Mothership. It's definitely in like a major mission. Let's see here. Maybe we'll try Toral. I wanted to check out some of the outer planets. According to the manual, some of them are supposed to be not very friendly. Like, I think one of them is supposed to be, like, dominated by mind flayers. It's the planet of Baldur's Gate 3. But seriously, I have not visited some of these outer planets, so I'm just kind of curious. What's there. You know, if it get wiped out in the process, that's fine. It's a learning experience. I may reload. There's nothing of interest here. I really hate this taxes aspect of the game. Not just because I hate taxes, which I do, but also just because like it's just not fun, you know? It's like it might be fun if they had some aspect of like you could smuggle somehow, or you can like sneak in and out of port to avoid the taxes or something. No, it's just you go into port and you have to pay taxes, and if you either can't afford them or you forget or whatever, then you're just kind of screwed. Let's see what jobs they have. Rumors too. Sometimes you can find derelict ships out in space with all sorts of treasure aboard. That would be nice. Brisdell Helferson has gathered together a large shipment of fine steel swords. He has a buyer at Athenar on Koliar that wishes to purchase them. He would like for you to deliver his cargo there, and for doing so his buyer will pay you well. You will be paid 3,350 gold pieces upon completion of this mission. Okay, that sounds good. Yeah, I'll take that. Does no one have large shields? This is just gonna like taunt me forever. Alright, what do we have for weapons? Nothing, but it does have armor. Let me see what my warriors have. And actually my clerics too, now that I think about it. Clerics can wear any armor. I believe I have them some chainmail. Yeah, I got them some chainmail. They had nothing at the beginning of the game. still have chainmail. Let me take a see at my warriors here. Here's the oh wait, that's some mage. Here's the fighter. He's got plate. Okay. Small shield. Does that matter? Here's the paladin. He's got plate. He's got a large shield. And the ranger has leather and a small shield. See, now rangers, you might think rangers like, oh, they're woodsmen, right? They should have they should have leather armor on. They should just be, you know, sneaking through the forest in leather armor. Man, this guy has a higher intelligence than any of my mages. Sidetracked. But in actuality, in AD&D, rangers are pretty much like paladins and fighters. You want to give them the best armor that you can get. So I don't know what bronze plate mail? What is that? Is that worse? Let me come back to that. Let me see what else is available. Aha. Oh, scale mail +1, mace +1. What can I afford? Definitely want those long swords +2. Scale mail. I'm trying to remember what that like for a loan. I don't think the banking system for this this game was very fleshed out. That's it. Okay, actually, you know what? If I go here, probably see. Okay, it looks like scale mail is worse than chainmail, so probably scale mail +1 is probably equivalent to chainmail. Or in other words, you don't want it. Let me hold off. Let me think here. I wish they had information in game. Okay, I'm gonna bring up the manual real quick. I want to make sure I'm making wise purchases. This will be affecting things in the future. Okay, yeah. Yes, okay. I see full plate is two armor better than plate. So yes, it would be a big, like a good benefit to upgrade to full plate. But I also want the long swords, the +2 long swords. Let's do that first. So I need 3. Yeah, I don't think I can make all of these purchases, all of these upgrades. Ooh, maybe I should get the maces. My clerics. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I'm gonna get my clerics. Oops. I forgot how this is done. So what you actually want to do is add more in stock. Ooh, scepter. Oh yeah, that's right. I can get everyone's gold. You'd think maybe your crew members would be like jealous of their gold, right? They would hoard it, but not the case actually. Or at least, oops, no, I don't want to trade. I want to give the mace +1. Okay. Okay. We'll go here. Well, and ready that, and ready that. And then give the mace back. I guess I could give the robes too, but eh. What are they really worth bothering with? Let's sell some stuff. Oh, okay. Oh, look at that. He's got his mace +1 back in stock. How about that? I'll give this to Grendel. Go to Grendel. This is kind of not the best interface. Surprise, surprise. Okay, I should be able to sell these useless weapons at the other shop. Yes. Sell that and that, and it's nothing, but I don't need that stuff anyway, so. I will buy 1 set of armor. Just so I can trade the plate. Well, actually, I guess I could just give that directly to the ranger. Okay. Well, let's see. I don't want to spend too much money, because you never know when you might, need some, like make repairs or something. So we'll give this over to Stefan Longlegs, the ranger. His AC will get much better. Right now he is at 6, which is pretty bad for a warrior. He started with a spear. It's a very odd choice. And he's got -1. Huge improvement. Huge. Big one single gold piece there for selling that. Why I have that quarter staff? Do I not have that ready? Oh, I can sell readied items, huh? That sounds dangerous. Let's see. Okay, so I have 43,000. Let me get... I think let me get 1 +2 weapon. They go 14. Just so I can give the +1 can trade out the +1 longsword that I already had to the thief here. So I'm trying to see who most needs a +2 longsword. Oof. I think Stefan least needs it. I guess I'll give it to the paladin. Hopefully the halfling can actually equip that. Oh, good. Good. I have excess. One more excess sword, I think. Yep. That I can just get rid of. Alright, as soon as I have a little bit more money, I'll get the other. Oh, oops. Got to turn my timer back on. As soon as I get a bit more money, I'll get the rest of that armor and +2 swords. A bit more money. 7. That's nothing though. Still effectively nothing. Alright, where was I going now? I was going to Athanar on Koliar. Okay. Alright, and let's... Yeah, I'm good to go, I think. Push the air. Okay. Save. Okay. Navigating to Koliar. Well, let's mix things up. I've been listening to this soundtrack all night. I'll go to the sci-fi, my sci-fi themed soundtrack. And yes, this is a Command and Conquer, which is kind of light sci-fi, so not at all. It has nothing at all to do with Spelljammer, but few things do. What? Why are you changing course? No, stop it. We're right there. Why is it changing course? And it's right there. No. This game's very, very dumb. Very dumb sometimes. Yes, I'll do it manually. Okay. So I was supposed to go to Athanar. Yeah. Oh my god, these taxes. Reward. Barely make anything off that trip. Well, let's see what's here. Okay. Listen for rumors. Elves and their ships are just alike. Big plants. Cities look so beautiful when you fly over, but they are all full of trash. So true. Don't trust ships that don't respond to your attempts to hail them. That is fair. I like the wanted poster for the lizard man. Alright, the dread pirate Leif Mitdal has been pillaging the space lanes in the vicinity of Koliar. His actions have become a serious threat to commerce on that planet, and merchants there and on other worlds wish for this obstacle to be removed. They are willing to pay you 9,650 gold to find this pirate and take care of him. You'll be paid 9,650 gold upon completion of this mission at Athenor on Koliar. Okay, yeah, that's a pretty good payday. Try it. Let's see, so this is okay. Any large shields? No. I paid nothing for satin, as usual. Darts. Export darts. Alright, anything else? Ice shop, okay. I have no idea what the difference between the boots is, like, if it means anything at all. I have no idea. Ooh, Javelin of Lightning. Cool, but I think I'd rather, yeah, +2 swords and armor before I get that. Alright, guess that's about it on Athenor. So where was that pirate? He was around this planet? Yeah. Wait. Vicinity of Koliar, yeah. Okay. I did not make much from that trip. Let's say, yeah, pirates. We'll save them that. Now I need to like remember what save I'm using, because it just keeps insisting that save is after dot whatever, named after, even though I've been using I've used a couple different file names since after. Where are you, pirate? Yeah, I'm still in the vicinity of that planet. I should really quickly check to make sure that my crew has been healed and rested and such. Yeah, it looks like it. Okay. There we go. Pirate. Alright, let's see here. Okay, let's see. So this is hull, crew, rigging, weapons. So I think what I want is to take out their weapons. I don't think I can change the light cat. Oh, I can. Okay. Okay. Let's see if we can take out their weapons before they even know what's happening. Come on, fly true. Nice. No. Ah. I don't want to be hit by weapons. So how many times do you need to hit their weapons, do you think, before taking out? Heavy catapult hit. Ah, missed. Oh, I think I got their weapons. They don't seem to be firing. Oh, wait. I think I spoke too soon. All fire. Fire all. Everything. I missed. This is the one problem with having heavy weapons is they take forever to reload. Maybe you want to get close enough to... I'm going to target the crew now. Get close enough to make sure you don't miss. That's the strategy. That's okay. Our crew are being killed by small arms, but it's alright, because we've got a lot of crew. I wonder what kind of crew they have on there. Yeah. Kill the crew. It's impossible for me to miss at this range. How do I do... Hold up. How do I do small arms? Is that an option for me? Ooh, 35 damage. Alright, I'm gonna try to grapple. Failed. Ooh, got him good there. I wish to grapple. Yeah, alright. Let's see what we're up against now. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Humans. Okay. We got +1 longswords? Alright. I think we can take them. Does that guy got like a bone coming out of his head? I don't know. Alright. This guy looks like a wizard, so I think he needs to die. Oh, wait. I was mistaken. My guy had the +1 longsword, not them. That was silly of me. Ooh, I wonder if I could go down there and get a lightning bolt in. What? Why is my mage not rested since... Oh my goodness, that's not good. Crap. This could be a problem. Look. What about you? You got any? Alright, this is my helmsman. Nothing. Alright, take him out quick as possible. What? I don't know what's up with the design of this. They have this thing on their head, but I don't want them gone. Alright, a fireball, okay. A fireball there. Let's see, where do I want to... Okay, I think I know where I want to put that fireball. That's what happens to pirates. Alright, any of my people in particularly bad shape? Ooh. Okay, he's in a bit of peril. Let me go help him out. Why no one? I need to manually put these spells back in order, I guess. I thought it automatically, well, I guess I haven't, I guess I haven't, experienced much in the way of, fighting more than one fight. Ooh, that's another wizard. Okay, he needs to go. I mean, presumably another wizard. Let me get some buff in here. Twang. Bonk. Well, maybe I can hold person. Oh, unaffected. Disappointing. Oh, had an opportunity to cast Cloud Kill, but probably would be a waste at this point. We'll acid arrow that guy. Dead. Dead. Actually, let's not tempt fate. He's very, very injured. Go get him, thief. They missed. Does a new mace +1 come in handy? Alright, where are some more enemies? They in here? Ah. Oh. Okay, not in here. Most enemies must be over here. Oh wow, cleric's quite. Oh, damage. Oh jeez, stupid crew just hemmed in my ranger. Right. Guess maybe I should let them into the room. Maybe he can get past them. I go in here. Oh jeez. Okay. And the crew is blocking the way. Well, I can see one enemy. Keep going, crew. Oh my goodness, the stupid crew. Oh no, come on. This could be a problem. This could be a real problem. Alright, crew. Do something useful or I will blast you all. This could be a problem. If I have to flee from this fight because of these idiots, I'm going to be very upset. Goodness. Oh my god. Are they seriously going to be in my way? Oh my god. There's 2 enemies left. 2. Just move forward. If you guys can just move forward. Can you move forward? Do I have any... I have cloud kill. Okay. They're getting cloud killed if they don't frickin' move it. I think they're gonna get cloud killed. I'm gonna give them one more round to do something. Actually, I think I might have a better option than cloud kill, although not a more enjoyable option, but possibly a better option. I think one of my other mages has Ice Storm. Okay, not him. Not him. They brought this on themselves. No. Okay. I guess I was mistaken. Alright, cloud kill time. They brought this on themselves. Everyone get back. I really don't even know what like the range is on Cloud Kill, so this is, I'm sure it's not, yeah, it's not that big. Ooh, I hope I can get through the, I hope I can get through the door. Okay. Alright, this was the measure of last resort. I'm sorry, crew, but you're just too stupid to live. So what was that? It's a 3x3. No. Are they not even dying? They're supposed to be dying. Why aren't they dying? There we go. What is the duration on Cloud Kill? I have to kill 20 of my own men because they're too stupid to get out of the way. Oh my goodness, is this idiot gonna get in my way now? Well, I hope he does it while the Cloud Kill's still active, if he's gonna get in my way. They are seriously... Okay, I'm gonna block them. Because they are coming this way to get in my freaking way. And I can't allow that. It looked like they were coming to block my way. Let's get the warriors up front, ready to go. As soon as this Cloud Kill clears up. Those stupid bastards. Didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do it. They forced me. If I can do some healing here. Yeah. Oh, maybe I could dispel it. That's an interesting idea. Oh yeah, I can't get my ranger over there because he's stuck. These guys should be enough. Actually, I doubt dispel would do any good. I think you'd have to have a target. I guess we can try. No, that didn't do it. You know, you'd think Gust of Wind would do it. I don't think it would. I guess I could try. Well, it's kind of blocked now. Where's the duration on this? I'm taking a look at the manual real quick. I don't quite have those details. I don't think. Doesn't say. Could find my AD&D PDFs, but probably not worth it. Probably not worth taking that kind of time. Can't last forever, can it? I wish that enemy would walk into the cloud kill, so it give some additional use there. I still see it going. Come on, clear up cloud kill. And I'm gonna just quickly Google this. Just gonna quickly Google it. AD&D, 2nd edition, cloud kill duration. See what that comes up with. Kill duration, 1 round per level. Okay, so it should be 9 rounds, I guess. Ought to be coming up on that, I think. Don't even think of coming over here and getting in our way. Don't even dream of it. I'm gonna have to get to the nearest dock after this, just because cloud kill really, like, air quality and air supplies, like a real factor in this game. Oh, there we go. Okay, it's a real factor in this game. So cloud kill spell's gonna really do a lot of damage to that. Yeah, not the cleric. I want my warriors to get in there. This is the one with no spells. Wait with them. Mages. Mages can wait a moment. Actually, maybe I'll go get the guy who's kind of out in the open there. Guy behind the locked door, stew over it for a moment. Anticipate his defeat. Let's see what's in here. Nothing. Who's got spells? This guy's got some spells. He'll stay here. Magic missiles. Alright. Win. Not visible. No, I shouldn't have done that. I'd actually like to get my other cleric in there. Oh. Catapult. Just blast this with some magic missiles. Miss? What are you doing missing? What are you doing missing? There we go. Alright, just one to go. We'll make sure none of the crew get in the way. Smash it open. Dang. Knock, knock. Oh my goodness, are the doors actually staying open? What's up with the dwarven citadel then? What the heck? What? Why did he shoot his bow? I didn't... It's weird, so weird. This game is so weird sometimes. Let's see if I can hold him. Not that I really need to. Oh, nice. He was held. Cool. Alright. Should be it. Guess I need to kill more of the crew. There we go. Loot. What I get? Nah. No need. Once again, no need. I'll take those. I have no cargo? Shh. Sure. You know what, I think I did not take their weapons, because I forgot how this was done. Ugh. This game's so weird. It has such weird everything. But that's a victory. That's a victory. I'm going to need to get some new crew and get the hull repaired, but nevertheless, victory. Yeah, let me... Oh, let's take a look at the air... Oh, our air's fine. I guess if I had taken their air, it would not have been good. Like, if I had taken their ship. I like the name. This is the name, the default name, Shark of the Void. Very appropriate. Alright, let me wrap things up here. I'm going to save. Pirates. And, you know what? I think I'll just, well, actually, you know what? While I'm remembering things, make sure my, I really have to choose specifically. It's a Lucerne hammer. Oh. Wait, what? I don't understand. Yes, heal all the officers. How do I study? What's going on here? All right, let me go over to Collier real quick. That's where that's where the job is, right? Yeah. Oh, really? Huh. That's a cool ship. I could just destroy it right now. But why? Oh, that's why I couldn't memorize new spells, I think, because I'm too close to another ship. What? Oh. Elven ship. An elven ship showed up. Where are they? There they are. Let's go say hi. I think they might be moving away from me. You know what? Forget it. Forget it. Screw the elves. Let me do some crew stuff first. Okay, now I can actually study spells. Good. Okay. Lightning bolt, lightning bolt. Well, I think the crew are going to be, you know, very quick to follow orders after that. Wait, what happened to the Lucerne hammer? What happened to the Lucerne hammer? Oh, is it just because I ID'd it? Now it's like permanently ID'd. It's a mace. Ah. Let's have another mage. Just going all offense. My mages are just cannons. Well, almost all offense. I mean, it's not like the Stout Curses. I don't know. Actually, I haven't really tried Stout Curse. Maybe it's better than I think. It's a splint mail. This guy can't have any spells anyway, but he can identify something. Gaffing hook. It's a gaffing hook. Imagine that. This guy with fireball. So you get random spells on level up. So it's actually pretty lucky for this particular crewman to get fireball. I don't have. This is the only guy with fireball on my entire crew. Scepter of Cloaking. Okay. And then the clerics. Really cast 2 hold persons. I really only have 3. This guy must not be very wise. Let's see here. 10, yeah. What is Grendel? Is he wise? Not particularly. Didn't he have 4 first level spells? Yeah, he did. Huh. Maybe that's enough. Just having this meager wisdom. Okay, that should do it. Save. Pirates. Let me just do my port stuff in Athenar here. Ugh, so many taxes. All right. Work. Representative of the local government approaches you with a strange and sinister tale. Oh, this one again, the undead. Yeah, okay. Feeling suicidal. Oh, that could be taken out of context. Repairs. Oh, right. Okay. I need... Oh, shoot. They don't have a... They don't have a shipyard. Do they have large shields? No, they still have darts, though. And they still paid Jack for satin. Okay. What can I get from... Just like, where's that? Are these the people who had the Javelin of Lightning? think so. Oops. Yeah. They sell some stuff. The lucerne hammer, the mace, and the gaffing hook, and the split mail. Alright, how much money do I got? Okay, that's pretty good. These guys still have, nope. No gold. Okay. Alright. Okay, the crew. Plunge the air. Leave orbit. Nadia. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna save and call it a night. But we have made some very good progress this time around. Finally got past the dwarven citadel. Very pleased. All right. There's a schedule. I'm going to continue Total Annihilation on Thursday. If you caught me playing Total Annihilation last Thursday, you would know I got my butt handed to me. But I had a little practice, and I have confidence I can continue. So, actually, next Monday I'm going to be out. So it will be Monday after the 21st where we will continue Spelljammer and maybe even finish it. That would be great. Oh, speaking of, I have to end my timer here. Okay. Yeah, I guess there's nothing to say. Nothing more to say. Let's find someone to raid. It's always the hard part, deciding who to go to. I wonder if anyone else is playing a indie game of some sort. I mean, besides the obvious, of course. Maybe like Pool of Radiance. Oops. I wish they had better search options. Which that is. I'm the only person streaming, only person with the tag DOS good. Oh, okay, here we go. How about we raid, uh, not really sure how to pronounce her name. I think it's like MZ? MZ? I know she's an Australian streamer. She's apparently streaming a game called Synergist, an FMV game, which she is tagged as being a DOS game. So yeah, let's try that out. Never rated her before. Let's bring up the rating interface. Oops. All right. Well, thank you and good night.